What up? What up? What's up? Ooh, I like it. It froze. You see that? That was perfect. Um, it's September 29th, 2021. And don't forget, salud. I was telling my friend Angel the other day, I had to do it in Spanish. I think I did it pretty okay. Basically, Frank Sinatra has a saying to people who don't drink. He says, that feeling that you get when you wake up in the morning, that's going to be the best feeling you have all day. After that, it's all downhill. You feel me? I feel you, Frank. Chink. All right. Let's talk about peeling back the layers, man. My last two lives, I was all over the place because it's coming. It's like an avalanche. I told you my last live was an avalanche, and it is an avalanche. Hoy, wait. Man, let's talk about that governor of New York. I mean, we had to peel back that layer. You thought the Golden Boy was bad. Whoo! They put in a high priestess. Now that's, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, what a witch looks like. You dig? You understand? Yeah, I done banged a lot of them, and that's what a witch looks like right there. She came out. I got my. Oh man! Whoo! Whoo. That's a good thing. Let's get into it. I got to get back into my carb I just did a couple days ago. Let's get into it. All right, come on, serious. And while we wait, we hydrate my tonsils. Still working on that catchphrase. God, I'm not there yet. I'll come up with something. Don't worry about it. I just like talking like that cracker dude. Put it on a cracker dude. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to my because my card reading. I keep saying it. Trump returns, and he's back because he has been hand selected by the universe. Careful when I use the word God, because what God you talking about? That new governor of New York? I don't know what type of God she talking about. Might want to put it on a cracker dude. Anyways, in the end of the Trump return, this is why I know that the page is turning, is because I put this card out. This is the information card. See the lady right there? She's blowing out pollen. She's releasing the information. I said when he comes back, he's going to come back like a phoenix, and the information is going to be released. And now that's just come true. That's what happens when Mikey puts his hands on the crystal ball and reads the palm. Ooh, ooh, ooh. By the way, look at my numbers. Look at my numbers. That's 2-3. You know I like 2-3 because when you put 2 and 3 together, that equals 5. And 5 is the number of change. And that's where we're at right now. Has nothing to do with anything. That's why I like it. It's a little numerology. Actually, my favorite number is number 8. And then I said this the last couple of readings, and this is what I felt like with the avalanche. I feel like I'm at the top of it, top of the mountain, and the avalanche is coming down, and I'm riding it, and I've got my reins, right? It's so funny with the reins and all the stuff they're trying to do all their one-trick ponies. Racism. Oh, man, shut up. But I feel like this. I'm at the top of a mountain, but I look to my right, look to my left today because I trimmed the news, and I look, and I see you guys are already on the attack. I see Benny Johnson, Will Johnson. I see everybody. Dan Bongino, everybody, just the new media, everybody is attacking, of course, Milley, Joe Biden, all the stuff. And I'm like, nah. And of course, InfoWars with Alex Jones, and everybody's, attacking everything, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna hand select something a little different. And I got it from Bongino, and it came from Alex Jones too, and I'm gonna get into it. But this is where we're at right now. This is the mode I'm at right now. Straight looking forward ahead. And I mentioned yesterday, my brother, and I don't have any problems to do with my brother, but he has connections with people that I don't really feel too trustworthy about. And these people have admitted to me that they are part of a cabal, whether they're in the main cabal, the big show or whatever, they're a part of something. And now you can see how people are part of the cabal. Let's use old Senior R. Kelly again. He was a racketeer. He is part of a mob, not a couple hoes in the club and rubber dub. No, he is part of a sex trafficking cabal that you see old Lester Holt, old lumpy head himself, cover it up. All right. And you can start to see it, and you're going to have to see it. And as they've decided they're going to go one direction, I've decided I'm going to go one direction. As much as I love my brother, I said, I can't talk to you because you are connected to this cabal. And these people work in the polling. Oh, yeah. Felons that work in the polling every year. They work in the polls. And I'm talking about, the erections that come every couple of years. They work in the erections. Oh, yes, they do. Yes, that was part of their probation release. That's how they got good credit to work the polls. Funny. Now you see why old Gruesome Newsom probably released a lot of these people into California. And we all know about that. And y'all thought Larry Elder was coming? I was just posting it to mess with people. I didn't like the dude. I don't hate the dude, like the dude, have enough information. He's too linked in. He's too linked in. He's too, he can go on CNN and drop a hat. He's just like, more of the same. But anyway, with that being said, I keep pulling this. Hey, thank you, Gwendolyn. I keep pulling this. It's like I've never pulled a card like 5 or 6 times like this before. But this is the introspect. This is where we're at. If you've been watching my card raise, it just keeps coming. It knows that this gives me, when I saw it, I just knew I'm on point. These card readings are on point, okay? Because it's random, but it came back. And this is where we're at right now. And I want to get into the people are waking up, and I also want to get into Russell Brand, okay? And I've been saying the last couple of videos I've done is that people are going to need to be eating crow right now. We're going to need to be looking introspect and be like, at some point, people are going to be waking up and looking at what is going on. And that's why I just keep tossing these videos out so you can come back and look at them. And at this point, the guy in the NBA for the Orlando Magic came out and just dropped some knowledge about the juice and all that. I'm leave it at that because we already see how YouTube is doing, and I'm gonna post this video on YouTube and of course my Rumble. But Russell Brand came out, and it's so funny because I got my crow, I got my crow right there, and then my crazy moon. That was just my tattoo artist going loco, but whatever. Russell Brand came out, which I love my Russell Brand. I give him some pokes because he gets a little too spiritual and he makes meditation sound way more crazy than it is. Just sit on a couch and think for 15 minutes and breathe. That's meditation. But anyway, Russell Brand came out and he had a little like bird on his shirt, and I was gonna watch it, but I didn't watch it because whatever. Oh, I had company yesterday. A little angel came to visit me, whatever. And then sorry. But Russell Brand, he had this thing. It was on Rumble, so I saw. I was like, oh, I want to click on it because I like listening to Russell Brand. And then, but this morning, I of course I had to listen to my Dan Bongino. He talked about it, and he showed Russell Brand was like, oh my God, the Russia story turns out to be a HOAX after all. And he ate some crow, and he just happened to have like a little crow on his shirt. Looked like a crow anyway. And I was just like, I saw it, and I was just like, man. It's happening. It's happening. There, he is one of the most liberal. As much as I love him, he is still like a Bill Maher. He's still almost like Joe Rogan on the fence. And he admitted it. And I said this: people are gonna start eating crow. I've been saying this. You watch my videos. You're gonna start looking where your friends and your relatives are gonna be like, well, Trump ain't that bad. Well, it turns out it's like it's coming now. And I've been saying so. The last couple of videos, I was so much in my mind. I was kind of all over the place because it was like R. Kelly, trafficking, this, that. And I was like, whoa, the lawyer, Michael Sussman from Hillary. And then all of a sudden, Russell Brand's like, it turns out because I told you guys, Michael Sussman got indicted. One of the indictments finally came, and everybody's like, oh, it's Q, it's conspiracy, everything where they've got you to go everywhere. But now we're peeling back the onion. We're peeling back the layers, and you're starting to see it. Where like Russell Brand is like, I've been a conservative, or a liberal my whole life. I've been a liberal my whole life. But then it's undeniable because the indictment came through finally at the last minute. Sussman, and that's why I said Sussman, R. Kelly, it's all starting to happen. But they beat you up so much that they didn't want you to look at it. But they've lost Nicki Minaj, Joe Rogan, Bill Maher is right there on the fence still. And now they've lost Russell Brand. So they're going down. Hollywood is being exposed because the layers are being peeled back. And that's why the last couple of videos, I was kind of all over the place. I mean, that, and I had company last night, and it was very good company. Knocking them boots, whatever. And I said this before. Signs and symbols. I got a video. I said, I'm going to turn their signs and symbols around. Not that I'm going to do it. I said, the universe is going to do it because I read these cards and I could see where it's going. And I told you, in my Trump returns, he was going to return like a phoenix from the ashes. I didn't know all the information would have come from Phoenix. I didn't know that, but I knew now we're here. We're there. And this is why I know card reading is important, because it's happened. And all this information came. And that's not me. I didn't do anything. Sometimes I say it's me. I mean, it's the card reading. It's me channeling and giving you this stuff. And that's why sometimes you hear me talk about the Baphomet. I get upset because they demonized it, because that thing coming out the top of his head is talking about touching to the universe in the astral light, the horns of the enlightenment, and not longer being the goat. And there's the light and the dark. And I don't go with the dark. I go with the light. But some people go with the dark. But with that being said, they're going to brush away the old, because this is the death card. Okay. So the old is being brushed away with. And what it is it's being exposed. Okay, the light is being shined on it, and they're dying. Okay. Because Hollywood is going down. And my favorite babe, Megan Fox, I'm actually glad it's her, is just a part of it. She's just a puppet, but they are screaming right now because, like this card I pulled, we have to charge them hard, because if we charge them hard, they're going to come harder at us. And I said, that's why I'm going to be on that avalanche and charge them hard, because the harder we charge them, these videos, they're watching them. They're watching them. Just watch your words. They're screaming hard. That's why they're throwing Megan Fox. They're throwing, what's his name? Machine Gun Kelly. And now we're starting to see the award ceremonies are just ritual magic. Now you know I love my boy. Now you know I love my boy. Oh, Michael, don't do that. No. Aleister Crowley demonized this man. He documented back in the 1800s during the French Renaissance. He documented the rituals of high magic, and that's what these ceremonies are. They took his Baphomet and demonized it. See that? The church did it. Everybody did it. And luckily, this hard copy made it to this day where I could read it. See, I didn't even read this book. I read the other book. And guess what his other book was? Talking about the master of the Cabal and the secrets of the tarot and the secret doctrines, because he researched it all and he documented it. He became a 33 Freemason so he could pass his information on. And they demonized it with Crowley's stupid ass, who has ties to the CIA and Daddy Bush's wife, whatever her name was, Brenda Bush, whatever. Idiots. But with that being said, you can see their rituals now. It's out there. Halftime Super Bowls. They're just performing rituals. The mask is a ritual. It's indoctrination. That's why they have eyes wide shut. That director was trying to get it to you with the mask. That's all it is. And they've just come out, and we can see them now. And if you want to see a witch, look at the new governor of New York. And I'm so glad that Cuomo stepped down, because women are really, really the high priestess. They have the power, but they're quiet. They try to put it on the man. Look at Cuomo. He's just a greasy, sloppy Guido, you know. But this woman came in, and she's evil as hell. That's why I always say I'm not saying I love my Jesus. I baptized Messianic Jew. You know, took my Jesus story. I would hit the bricks, but you see her out there talking about God. I don't know what God she's talking about. That's why you never hear me talk about God. I talk about the universe. That's the light in the dark. I'm in the light. I'll be like, shine bright, homie. You see all this light around me? But I've always said this, I had to ask myself when I was going through all this, and these people were attacking me in the streets and the clubs and the bars and everything, and I'm not going to lie, I picked a fight too. But why did they do all this? And I had to ask myself this. Mike, why do they do all this? Because they're very highly religious people, and they want to control everything. They want to control your destiny. Like I read cards, they read cards, okay? They go way further than that, and they want to control every aspect. They think it's funny to know your destiny and then trip you up, but not only just trip you up, to watch you trip yourself up. So they don't. This is why they always say, "Oh, they got to tell you what to do," because they want to tell you what to do and then watch you go down the wrong path. You know, it's almost like let's use my pillow guy Mike Lindell. Why do you think it was a crackhead? Dude's $1 billion company, because they attacked him. They knew in the future He was something. And so they came at him. And the same with me. And the same with a lot of musicians. And if you're independent musicians, you have to understand it. And I saw Bones, Thug, and Harmony talking about it today on some videos, talking about we didn't put all these signs and symbols on our records. And I told you I was going to turn their signs and symbols. They said we didn't do all that. The record label did. Yes, they did. Because they bought Eazy-E. They bought Dr. Dre. They bought Snoop Dogg. And they just put their signs and symbols on them. And these people, they got to get paid. That's what they say. But with this being said, this card read ends very well. And this is the Ace of Cups. And the new cup is being filled. And these guys right here are like the fish, and they're gonna send it out. You see, they have their guides, and they're gonna be sent out. This is gonna be all of us coming and creating a new information. And I saw it today, and it's like I said when I was on that avalanche coming down. I feel like I was riding the wild avalanche. See this guy? He's just rolling. He's one direction. That's what I like. I said my friend texted me the other day. I didn't see it until the morning. Didn't matter. I shut my phone off. I don't want to be distracted. I would love to see him, would love to go get some beers, but it's not time for that. And that's where we're at right now. So keep it up. Everything's being exposed, excuse me, and it's coming out like at a crazy pace. I mean, man, Russell Brand, that NBA star from the Orlando Magic, they just came out and slammed. They're coming out every now and then. That's why all those comments, all your videos matter. I was out there commenting so much because I said, Mike, I can't come out here because I'm such an idiot. I'm going to say something, I get blocked, and I've been put in Facebook jail so many times, and I'm not, you got to watch your words. And I knew that was going to happen. So I said, go out there and comment, and you can at least, with your dumbass dyslexia, you got to recheck the words a lot of the times. Don't get too happy. But we're here now, and things are moving. And this is coming. The new information, the new truth tellers are here. And it's like I said today, I looked to my right and my left, and I said, well, what do you want to talk about today? I said, well, I don't need to talk about all the stuff because they got it covered, but I'm going to talk about the Russell Brand. I'm going to talk about my experiences and what they're doing, and expose that governor of New York. And she is pure evil. Just look at her eyes. They don't even look real. They look painted on her face. And that's what a witch looks like. And I know, because unfortunately, you could put me in a room with like 300 women, and I end up with that one. All right, with that being said, I'm out. Talk to you later. Peace.